Hi friends, Dr. Kat here. I'm glad you're here with me today because I want to dive into something that many people don't talk about, but it might literally be the gateway to what your body needs for healing. It is the nerve that many healers overlook and many chronically ill folks need to understand better, the vagus nerve. Why am I talking about this right now? Well, if you've been dealing with persistent symptoms like fatigue, brain fog, gut issues, hormone imbalances, autoimmune flares, and you feel like you've done everything right and you're still not better, then this might be why. You've cleaned up your diet, you've tried detoxes, you've done lab after lab, and yet your body still feels stuck. What you might not have been told is this: your body is not incapable of healing. It might just be in a defense mode that is stuck. And the vagus nerve is the switchboard for that defense mode. So what is the vagus nerve actually? Okay, here's a quick anatomy in lay terms. The vagus nerve is cranial nerve 10. It starts in your brainstem and wanders. Vagus means wandering through your neck, through your chest, down into your abdomen. It touches your heart, your lungs, your gut, your liver. It's like a major highway of communication. And here's the kicker. About 80% of its fibers carry information from your body up to your brain. In other words, only about 20% of the signaling goes from the brain back to the body. So your body is telling your brain what's going on, far more than your brain is telling your body. So why does this matter for healing? Well, when your body is under chronic stress, physical, emotional, toxic, relational, the vagus nerve registers it. The brain hears something's off. So what happens next if your brain is getting a signal that something's wrong? Well, your nervous system shifts into survival mode. Your immune system ramps up, your repair systems slow down, you get stuck in something called an ongoing cell danger response. And this is where your cells are in self-defense rather than self-repair. But here's the truth. If your vagus nerve is not giving good information to your brain, the brain keeps making decisions like, we're not safe yet. And that means that your healing stays on hold. In my experience, people who are stuck in chronic illness all share one thing. They are not able to control inflammation very well because their vagus nerve signaling is off. So your sympathetic nervous system is like the gas pedal in your car. It makes you speed up. But the parasympathetic nervous system, including the vagus nerve, is the brake. And if your brake isn't working well, the car can't slow down and it might crash into something. So it's important to do vagus nerve toning, like diaphragmatic breathing, which means breathing through your belly. You can do that right now. Just take a breath through your belly. Also, humming. I love just humming my favorite songs through the day or humming in the shower. Another thing you can do at night is gargling when you're brushing your teeth. After you brush your teeth, doing some gargling, or cold exposure, just putting your hands or your face in a little bit of cold water. There's a lot of different ways to improve vagus tone that's free and easy to do. It doesn't need to be complicated. And yet with chronic illness, we often really complicate things. And this is why so many protocols don't work. So to be honest, you might have taken the right diet, the right supplement, the right functional medicine protocol, but you're not healing. And that's because your body isn't getting the messaging it needs. It's not getting the signal of safety despite all of those well-meaning protocols. When you're doing those protocols, you're asking your body to repair, but your biology is telling your brain, danger, danger, no repair yet, not until your vagus nerve starts saying, hey, we're safe. The body will stay in that defense loop. It's like trying to plant a garden when your cat keeps eating all the seeds that you just planted. You need to change the environment and create a garden where you're planting the seeds without disruption. So let's start signaling our vagus nerve right now. I just mentioned diaphragmatic breathing, just putting your hand on your heart, a hand on your belly, and breathing slowly. So breathing, inhale through the nose, through your belly, and exhale. Let's do an inhale for 3 to 4 seconds. In through your belly. Exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. You notice that the exhale was longer than the inhale. That's the trick. Do you notice just even doing 2 breaths, you might feel a little bit of a calm? That's kicking in your parasympathetic nervous system. If you continue to do this, maybe taking the next 5 minutes to breathe through your belly, and you do this a few times a day, multiple days in a row, you will notice a difference. I want you to picture a day where you wake up and your body doesn't feel like it's on fire. You take a breath, your gut feels settled, you don't feel like your immune system's overreacting, and you feel a sense of calm. You feel like, I've got this. That's what it feels like when your vagus nerve is operating correctly, telling the brain, we're okay. There might be some little things going on, but overall, we're okay. That is what's possible as you do vagus nerve toning and you do it consistently day by day. Again, it's not complicated. It's just about making a choice to do these practices and to do them consistently. So why does this matter for the healing journey? The healing journey can be a long one when you are chasing those protocols. You're on a hamster wheel. And so I hope that this inspires you to be ready to try to trust your body again, to trust that you can rebuild the communication system that's offline. And your vagus nerve is the missing piece. It's the piece that moves you from I'm stuck in survival into I'm feeling a little safer. I'm feeling like I can handle what's happening. And that's going to shift your inflammation, which is going to shift a lot of biological processes in your body. So I'm going to keep teaching you about this. In the next video, I'm going to dive into why your body became overreactive in the first place. Maybe how early life patterns or vigilance or lack of safety created a nervous system that's always been on guard. We'll unpack this and how it sets you up for chronic illness and more. Most importantly, how to reverse this. Thank you for being here, friends. If this resonated, hit the subscribe, share, and drop a comment below.